is a bittersweet time for us at ABC 11. Our friend and our colleague John Clark is retiring after more than 32 years this week at ABC 11. Now, he sat down with me, his co-anchor of 23 years, to reflect on his remarkable tenure and the new chapter ahead.
I'm supposed to be talking to you and waving my hands.
If you want to see the real John Clark, just watch me try to do a serious interview about his decision to retire. All right, you ready, John?
No.
Well, this is it. John Clark is the same on camera as he is off. The consummate professional with a very quick wit and ready for anything, even the production crew walking into our shot. Do you remember your very first day here at WTVD?
I do not. It was so long ago. No, it was in April of 1992. Yeah, and they didn't put me on the air right away, probably for good reason. No, they had me shadow some folks in to see what it was like to work for this new news outfit for me. Yeah. And then after a while, they put me on.
For Night Watch, John Clark, WTVD 11 News, Greenville.
Did you think you would be here this long?
No, and certainly not on the morning shift for all this time. No, but it worked out.
I'll say it worked out. John Clark, a fixture in Raleigh morning television, invited into homes across the heart of Carolina for more than 32 years.
One of the big changes is that the newscasts in the morning has just expanded. When I started, we were going to an hour for the first time, and now we're up to 3.5 hours in the morning, plus an extra hour at 10. So yes, the expansion of the news has been incredible. And the more we expand it, the more people watch, which is a good thing. Well, now that I'm getting off, I can say that.
When you think about your career, what immediately comes to mind?
That I did the best I could with what I had. And that's about the best you can say.
What will you miss about TV news?
Well, aside from the questionable characters with whom I work, I won't name any names, Barbara, Quaylen, Anna, et cetera, and I just miss the camaraderie of being with a group of people that have the same mindset, same quirky humor, and know what it's like to work under stress, and sometimes have to handle very difficult topics and situations. And all the folks that work behind the scenes too. I mean, we're out on camera, everybody gets to see us. But there's a lot of folks, more folks behind the camera and behind the scenes who work equally hard or harder to make us look good and to help us do an excellent job.
What will you not miss?
I will not miss the alarm clock. And no, it's before dawn, really. 2 o'clock in the morning?
You did not come to this decision to retire without a lot of thought and prayer. And what went into this? How long were you thinking about it?
For years, actually. And as I've said before, I've reported a lot of bad news over my 40+ years in news broadcasting, and I want to use this next phase of my life to talk about the good news. For me, that is my Christian faith, and I want to do what I can to promote it.
Well, you just started to answer my next one. What is next for you?
Going to work on my master's degree in biblical exposition, and my wife and I are planning to start a project, either a podcast or perhaps a YouTube thing. I am so honored to have been able to come into people's houses for all these years. There are so many different choices that they could have chosen instead of us, but they watched us, and I appreciate that, and I don't take that for granted. And so many of them connect with me on Facebook and social media, and they're my friends. They may not know it, but they are. And I know for sure the feeling is quite mutual. What an honor it is for all of us to have a friend in John Clark.
And those words are true.
Wow, my goodness. Nobody's going to say anything about the hair I used to have, huh? I know you wanted to say something, Quaylen.
No,
what happened to you?
No, I didn't want to look at Barbara right now because I didn't want to see her in shambles, but that's what I was holding off for.
This is actually our last day to anchor together, and so that's why I'm off the next 2 days. Before you knew
Barbara's
you were
off
going
the next couple days.
retire. So
Friday's my last day.